my gloves. Okay, so today is Friday, June 16th, and I am finally getting to my irrigation solution for the beds. Um, I didn't want to, I normally run a soaker hose from the spigot, which is over at the house, but then there's all this space that is not being used. I didn't want to run an additional hose, so I just let it flood everywhere, which was not a great use of water. So I wanted to try something a little more economical, water-wise, or I guess ecological. Anyway, I just wanted a better solution. So in a previous video, I had mentioned getting these beautiful Mexican pots from a flea market, and they are perfect to place a plate over, which is what I've done here. I got these pretty plates from Goodwill, which is, that's my go-to place to throw anything. And yeah, I will fill these with water. I dug them in because they will settle eventually, so I dug them in just a little bit above the line, the soil line. And I know this will shift when it rains and as it gets warmer and what have you. But I made sure to get the diameter of this so that would fit perfectly on top. And I plan to do little rocks and water on top of here. You know, fill it up in the morning, and probably by mid-morning it'll be dry, so I don't have to worry about mosquitoes on that, at least. Because the sun here is really intense. Yeah, but I hope that, you know, that will keep this bed. I figured I was gonna put four, 1, 2, 3, 4, but because of the size of these pots, I figured let me try with 3 first, because I also don't want to drown whatever's in here. Um, I know some of the things that I plant enjoy a little, you know, you soak it and then you let it dry out. So I did want to show you how I did it, just so I have it documented, because I was like, well, I can put all this stuff here and I can just do it, because sometimes when you film stuff, or at least when I film stuff, I overthink it and then I don't end up doing anything. And that's where a lot of my delays have come from, because I was like, oh, but I really should get this on film and I really should document this for posterity and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, just do it and talk about it later. I know some of the other growers have had that kind of paralysis. It's like the content paralysis. Like, how much should you show? Should you show everything? Should you show just a little bit? But anyway, let me stop talking. I'll probably cut that out later. But um, let me get over here. That's good. And of course, I'm not using any of the things I'm supposed to be using. I have this handy tool, which is great for getting rid of weeds and picking bigger plants out. And this is my bulb. What do they call this? The bulb planter, because you stick it in the ground, you take the dirt out, and then you release the dirt. So it's pretty cool. I almost never use it for bulbs because I just don't. But let's move these out the way. And I didn't want to deal with weeding all this stuff, because these beds were built sometime, I don't know, last maybe 2 months ago, and I just didn't want to deal with the stupid weeds. I just didn't. So I ended up covering them. There are spider webs and other things, and I actually found this bed over here, this bed, the first one, I actually put, oh, here I go with the ums again. This side I put ginger, and on that side I put turmeric. So that is an entire bed, half and half, of fresh organic ginger. And I just went to the store, I bought organic ginger and organic turmeric, and I just threw it in the dirt. So we'll see how that goes. There's really not any water in there now. What you're seeing is just top soil that's wet. It's really dry underneath there. So that's, but I'll show you once I get all of the pots in. I will fill them up and we'll check in a few days to see how that goes. I also have this bed over here, which is for my tomatoes. And I checked earlier this week on the seedlings, and it turns out I didn't totally mess them up, which is a good thing because I thought I totally messed up all of my seedlings, and I was taking inventory, and I have way more than I thought that survived, so that's a good sign. So I might squeal a little bit because there are spiders, and I believe there are also lizards. I'm not afraid of the lizards, and I'm getting used to the spiders, but they do still scare me because they'll just jump out and without any warning. So this one's actually kept its moisture because of the plastic bag. Okay, so this bed is clean, so I can literally put these anywhere. So I just mark where I want to put them. Like that. And then, super simple, you dig a hole. Dig, dig, diggy hole. Isn't that a song by some pirate rock band? I think it's Axe something. Oh, I forget. My friend can tell me. I have it on my playlist. I should find it out and put it in the description. It has nothing to do with gardening, but it's fun to listen to. And I don't know why it's taken me so long to do this. I've just been like, oh, I just don't have time. I need to stop complaining and just do it. Okay, and we'll get some pretty plates. 1, 2, 3. Let's do alternating. 1, 2, 3. See how that goes. I got teacup platters because I figured they could handle some of the stuff, but we'll carefully monitor it because it's porcelain and it's still glass and can break. But I figured I would show you that. You don't have to watch me do the other two. But I might just film it anyway. Because I want to. Like that. Just do the rest. Nosferatu. Now there's a spider web over here. I'm sorry, baby, but you gotta go. You have no business being here. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't ruin your babies. And I do have 3 plates that were chipped that I am adjusting. I'm putting some glass mimicking glue on it so that those edges don't chip anymore, because I really like the patterns on the plates. So hopefully that'll work. I won't lose them. Oh, there are so many ants in here. Holy cow. Oh, the ants definitely took this bed over. Well, ants, you're going to have to move because this is about to get flooded. Ew. I'm sorry, babies, but I can't have you in here. Now, this is not super deep dirt or a super deep bed because um, I filled half of it, or maybe a quarter of it, not really half, but probably a quarter of it with sticks and things from, and you'll see that from another video. So if I dig deep enough down here, it'll just be sticks and things. So definitely not meant for the tomatoes because tomatoes need a much deeper container so that you can put it as deep as possible because it likes to get its roots in there. Okay. And I will leave that one until I fix the plates. Let's do the tomato part. There are spider webs in here too. Come on, guys. Time to leave. I don't even think there's a spider in there anymore, which is a good sign for me. Because I will just remove this thing and put this in the compost because that's my sad plants that did not make it through the winter. Nosferatu. Okay, so that spider thing. Let's get rid of that. And whatever it's connected to here. There we go. The wind blow it away. Get rid of that. And that. Okay. So these are much smaller. And what I plan to do with these is put a, oh my gosh, I forget the name. I will put a water bottle in there. Upside down. Water bottle. And I am tempted to get a few more. I don't even remember what this is, but it was something that could hold down the plastic, so I used it. I might put it right back. Now, it would be ideal to keep these right in the middle so that all the water would get properly soaked in the entire bag. But because I want the plants to do that, hopefully putting it to the side is going to be enough. So, look at how friggin' dusty that is. Oh my goodness. So much dust. Okay. And that will also come up around it when when I start planting things in there. It turns out I have like 50 million seedlings. It's amazing. I have so many seedlings left over. I thought I neglected them too much, but I still have tons of them. I mean, they're not at their peak. Oh, shoot. I know there's going to be dirt that gets in there, so that's fine. But, I mean, I think I have like 10 watermelon plants that are still viable, which is crazy. So I'm going to put them over here eventually on this side of the house where there's much more light. I don't think I can grow any vegetables that need full sun in the backyard. The fruit trees are doing okay because they're not picky. At least most of them aren't. My olives love it. They don't care. They're like, give us the crap conditions as long as it's not too cold, and they're fine. My olives are doing great. Oh, God. Oof. A beetle. Gross. Hi. And we have some visitors. Okay. I have to remember that the first year I ever did citronella, oh, these are, what is this? Vining mandevilla. So I got this, but I got this last year, Vining mandevilla, and you know what? It looked similar to this Delanth. What is it called? Oh, I guess it is still mandevilla. I don't know. It goes by friggin' 50 million names, but it didn't do as well as I'd hoped. I think I got it too late in the year. The roots totally wound around this thing. It's supposed to go at the bottom. Totally wound itself around there. Hashtag always keep your containers. Okay. Oh, I can feel my arm going through some spider webs. Gross. Now, I did want to move the tomatoes closer to the spigot on the house because those were the things that, oh, I don't want to make the other plants feel bad, but those were the things that I cared so much about because that's what I had success in, and I knew that I could grow them again. So I wanted to make sure that they had ample access to water. So that's here, but now that I found these little containers that I could use for watering, the placement is just for convenience so that the lawn guy doesn't mess up my plants. I don't have control over who does the lawn. He does a decent job. I don't mind because I don't have to do it. Okay, so I got most of those up, so I will get the water, and let's fill up these containers. Excuse me. Now the fun part. Getting through the weeds to get the hose up and over. I'm so tempted to just do it from the other side, but I know I need to do it from down there, so. Oh, I need to weed this area so badly. messing up my plants. Oh, this is so much harder than last year. I thought this placement was going to be a convenience, but it's a pain in the butt. Trying to drag this hose all the way over here. Okay. Let's do, what do we want? Center? Oh yeah, center works well. Okay, so here's the experiment. I'm just gonna fill these up to there. Oh, I should go get the water bottles. I want to see how these behave with just this part filled. I've already done a test in the sink to make sure these actually drip water. It's very slow. Oh yeah. I think I'm totally gonna get a splitter for the hose, and I'm gonna have a permanent hose down here. Because getting this up and over this hill is gonna be a pain in the butt. All right, so those will get water bottles. But let's move to this here. Fill these up. These are only going to get filled up in the containers. Oof. I should do shower for this. Oh, and I should probably take these Goodwill stickers off, huh? They'll come off eventually, but I don't want to clean that up in the garden later. Watch these be like some crazy, expensive, nice china or something. No, I wanted shower, not mist. Okay. garbage pile over here. As humid as it is here, you would never guess that this dirt dries so fast. Holy crap. Even when there's no sun, except when it's in the backyard. Oh, I like the ones that have double stickers because those come off really easy. I say that and just jinxed myself. All right, and I think, should I continue the plastic? I almost want to say yes because I don't want the weeds, but no, that's fine. I'll leave it that way for now. All right, so already here are, see if I can get close up. Here's the water level of there. It's already a little under where I filled it, so definitely I'll look at that one, unless I filled that one much less. They're definitely going. They're seeping through, so that's good. I have that one as well over there for my oregano and onions, but I'll do that one tomorrow as well. Oh, and look at my beautiful oregano. It started to flower. I've never seen oregano flowers before. Pretty. Beautiful. Now I only had 4 of these plants, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe. I really wish the pink one would come up more because that color is just like, I don't see flowers of that color often, so I might try to grab those seeds. I think I might have last year and germinate them indoors during the winter. And then I will have more plants. Yay! Thanks for joining this today.